Well, Dan Gilbert apparently made a commitment to LeBron James that he would pay whatever it costs to win a championship. They got it a couple of years ago. Now they have sent Kyrie Irving to Cleveland. And guys, there's still a lot of salary cap issues here, Sekou, and LeBron James has the ability to be a free agent next year, and that's going to be the big elephant in the room all year.
Yeah, I don't think they're issues so much as they are situations you're going to have to deal with, but you're going into it prepared. You know, I think the real linchpin of this entire deal is that 2018 draft pick. If you're Cleveland, this deal can't happen without that security on the back end of this. Because not only is LeBron a potential free agent, you know, Isaiah Thomas is potentially, you know, off this roster at some point, you know, next summer. So you need to have something that you can hold as a piece to build on. And having an unprotected pick gives you at least the promise of what that could be in next summer's draft.
And maybe you even use that 2018 first-round pick that belongs to the Nets to improve yourself before this trade deadline.
Look, one of the big things Boston came out of this was financially they came out on the better end of this deal because they got Kyrie for 2 years. The money's locked in. It's great money considering where the dollars are right now for an all-star point guard the way he is. So for 2 years, you can try to convince him why he should sign and come back for many more years. On the other hand, if Boston didn't do this deal, they would have to face the music with Isaiah Thomas. How much would you be willing to pay this size guard? He's an all-star, but how many years would you commit to him at what kind of money?
On the wrong side of 30.
That's not their problem anymore. Now it shifts over to the Cavaliers.
The other part about this for Cleveland, I think, that we shouldn't overlook is the luxury tax savings that they have now by making this deal. We're not talking about gas money here. We're talking in upwards of $29 million in luxury tax savings by making this deal because you move around Kyrie's big contract, you know, it's not there anymore. Isaiah Thomas, like I said, off the books technically next summer, gives you a lot more flexibility depending on what you do going forward, Coach, without being hamstrung with that extra money you'd be paying in luxury tax.
WNBA fans were moments away from the Stars and the Sparks. Quickly, though, LeBron James has been kind of the de facto point guard on this team, having Kyrie play off the ball. Can Isaiah Thomas play that similar role?
He's going to have to learn how to fit in and play with LeBron James, which is going to be a new thing for him. He's so used to dominating the ball, so used to taking the big shot with the shot clock running down. That's what makes LeBron so great. He makes those decisions and is usually right with that. So it'll be this early lesson for Isaiah in training camp, watching LeBron, watching video, talking with LeBron to figure out where do I fit in. And I would imagine Isaiah would say to LeBron, tell me what you need me to do. Tell me how I can best play and help this team win.
I think one of the other things that sticks out about how this Cleveland group will function is it's a much more veteran group. And Isaiah Thomas, they're absorbing another veteran, another guy who's been around the league long enough to know he may have to sacrifice some of the individual parts of his game for the greater good, playing with the Cavaliers in ways that he didn't have to in Boston because he was dragging a much younger group along with Al Horford and a couple of the veterans, but a much younger group in terms of the backcourt players he was playing alongside.
And one thing for Isaiah that I think he's smart enough to realize this, he may be the guy that brings harmony to this Cavaliers team. That pressure won't be there, the tension won't be there. He comes in, he seems to be a fun guy to play with. He seems to say the right things. He's well thought out when he has a statement to make, and he plays hard. He's got a chip on his shoulder. He wants to prove something, and this might be just the right